Oh, YouTube, welcome to the show. Welcome to TMode. I'm not going to steal Kofi's gimmick. Baby. Alright, we are on NXT, okay? Previously on TMode, we saw Trish Stratus win the women's title. Her title. A lot of people think of that title. They think of Trish Stratus. She was the original women's champion in my mind. She was like one of the best of the modern era. She's classic now, but she won that championship, earning herself 2 points. So if I can go to Trish down here, and this is always accessible to you on YouTube, on Twitch. All you gotta do is go to my Twitch chat and hit !roster. When you do that, it'll send you a link and it'll bring you here. You can't edit anything, but you can view it all you want. And you can see Trish Stratus has 2 points. Now we're gonna update this, we have decided, on Saturdays or something like that. We're going to just keep it, maybe even Friday after my stream, Friday morning after my stream. That way we get the updated list. So she's sitting right here with Braun Strowman and Jey Uso and Big E, right? She doesn't have nearly as many T-modes as them. 1 T-mode is all she needed to get those 2 points. Our leaders right now, Edge and Andrade. Let's talk about tonight's opponents. We've got Hollywood Hogan. Hollywood Hogan, look at this. He is sitting here at like 12th, tied for 3rd or tied for 2nd place here in the superstar points. Hollywood Hogan is one of our first superstars tonight in this T-Mode tournament, and he's owned in the chat by Panda B Mikey, who is here. It was the Jaws thing. Perfect. So yeah, Hollywood Hogan has a real opportunity to win tonight's T-Mode tournament and tie himself up, and even win the $1 million title, and he'll be in, with 4 fantasy points, he'll be in 1st place. Which would give Mikey, because he owns Hollywood Hogan, an astounding lead. And if Hollywood Hogan tonight can win the $1 million championship, every time he earns any fantasy point, he will be getting double bubble. That's ×2, folks. The $1 million championship is a special title. It is defended on all 3 brands. And when you own it, right now it's held by Dash Wilder. When you own it, and somebody owns it in the chat, they're earning double points all the time. So the $1 million title is actually a very, very, very unique championship, right? Hollywood Hogan, actually the Lord of Darkness champion. He is in a stable with all of the undead superstars. I think there's only a max of 4, so he's got 4 superstars who could help him out at any time. They're his friends, and he controls them. There's a few undead champions right now. We've got Swamp Father, and then down here we have Frankenstrowman, right? So there are some undead superstars who are with Hollywood Hogan who might want to help him out later tonight. Who else do we got in there? We've got Ali. We have got Ziggler. We've got Papa Shango. Oh man, that's small. What was that? Roman Reigns? Hold on, let me bring up my paint. It's way bigger. Roman Reigns, Velveteen Dream, Mr. Money in the Bank. Let me go back over here. Let's take a look at our Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Our winner of this one was Velveteen Dream. So he is the Mr. Money in the Bank. We have already seen Nikki 15 cash in Money in the Bank and lose that briefcase. So we have 2 Money in the Banks left. We have Velveteen Dream. We have Andrade. So we'll see if, they get a little jumpy tonight. I don't really know how the Money in the Bank works, but we know that it does indeed work. Let's see who else we got. We got Rusev and Mr. McMahon. Welcome to the show, everybody. Kalea in the chat. Welcome. Pachanki, how to host. I have no idea. I have no clue. Like, I think you have to go to your channel dashboard, and then you have to go to the host a channel, and then you have to find my name. I think you have to do that, but I don't do that. I just put the channels that I'm cool with in my auto host list, and then I just let it do its own thing. That's what I do, because I'm not a manual type of guy. Okay, so we are here on NXT, and thank you, Chunky, by the way, and you and all of your follows while I was offline. I was actually taking a nap and watching wrestling. So, thank you, I appreciate that. That's like 4 new followers, and it gets us to 479 followers, which is excellent. I figure maybe we should probably put a goal. I don't think we'll do that for T-Mode, but we will definitely do that in the future. I'm ready to get to some T-Mode action. So to do that, let's bring you guys in. Let us bring you in, YouTube people. We begin the night. Oof, why did my game freeze? That was no good. We begin the night with a 2-on-2. We are going to have Team Tornado KO matchup. Yes, sir. This is the environment in which we do this stuff. Thank you for the host, Panda Mikey. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's going to get you some channel points. We're going to be using those in multiple ways in the future. Not specifically only related to WWE. At the end of the stream, if you have a lot of channel points and you want me to rate a specific person, like that's going to be one of the perks. We have loads of perks that we're going to use those for, so hold on to those channel points. Let's bring in the challengers. We're going to bring in Asuka. Doesn't really matter what theme she has. And we're going to bring in Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors. And they're going to be going up against Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey, two of the 4 horsewomen of the UFC. Let me find Shayna. Thank you for the host. I can only assume that was Pachonki. We're going to select the arena here. We are on NXT. We are at Evolution, so I kind of want to keep it the same. If I can find it. There it is. Boom. Perfect. Let's get this one on the road, ladies and gentlemen. Asuka, Kairi Sane tag team matchup against Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. Winner will be going to Extreme Rules to take on Man Meat, Becky Lynch, and Sarah Logan. So here we go. This is how we do tag teams in the TMode universe. We don't do tagging with the rope and, tagging in and out. 1, because it crashes my game. 2, because sometimes it's boring as hell. So let me bring... Oh, I got the audio in, right? Yes, good. Whew, scared me. So in this universe, we do Tornado tag team KO matches. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Kairi Sane, the Pirate Princess. Let's catch up on chat. Chonky is like a 90-year-old grandma when it comes to technology. Oh, I thought you were going to say, like, the name Chonky was something. I mean, so am I. I'm awful at it. I'm really, really bad at technical stuff. So, like, as soon as he, like, was asking me, like, 2 questions, I was like, it ain't gonna happen. Like, I have no clue. I don't know. Like, I buy my computers, like, ready to go. And then I kind of, like, jungle them together with mental duct tape. That's how I do my stuff. Kairi Sane, the tag team partner of this woman, Asuka, who is owned in the chat, by the way. Shattered Valkyrie, another Twitch follower, choosing to draft Asuka in Season 1 of TMode. Every time Asuka wins a championship, that's a fantasy point. A pay-per-view win, fantasy point. A TMode win, fantasy point. Any titles that you or your superstars have, at the end of the season, fantasy point. Winner of the season will be getting a nice prize. I don't quite know what it is yet. Maybe we'll decide it on that night. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I do want to give away a championship at some point, but it needs to warrant, the investment of $400, right? It needs to warrant that. So, once we get, I don't know, when we get 1,000 followers, I'll throw out a title. I'll buy one from WWE.com. We'll ship it to you. We'll get going. Once we get momentum here, we'll be good to go. The audio should be solid. I didn't check it. Linger. I'll be watching in a few. Just been lurking since I'm watching Terminator Dark Fate. Perfect. I tried to watch Terminator 2 the other night, but it wasn't on Amazon Prime's little list, so it's like, well, that's annoying. Like, I can't... If you're gonna buy the thing, just buy all of them. But whatever. So we're gonna hold off on Terminator 2. Ronda Rousey, I believe, is a free agent in TMode. Again, hey, YouTube people. Anyone's available. Just shout them out in the comments down below. Who do you want? And let me know, because that is how this works. Somebody goes, she's a free agent. She's going to win maybe a championship at Extreme Rules. Cool, I want her. And you just put her name in the chat, and if she's available, I'll let you know. I'll reply to you on YouTube. I'll say, yeah, you got her. Or otherwise, I'll go, no. Someone on Twitch got to her first. Let's talk about this girl, man. Shayna Baszler. The Queen of Spades. My girl. She is on Team Prophet God. And last week, she defended her NXT Championship beautifully. Unfortunately, she was interrupted in her matchup. Asuka was interrupted in the matchup by Ronda Rousey. And that is what led to this rivalry matchup here tonight. Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey are looking for some tag team championship gold. We'll see if they can get past the Kabuki Warriors to get there. She is the NXT Women's TMode Champion, the Queen of Spades. My girl. We're just championship bred over here on Team Prophet God, man, I'm telling you. Kabuki Warriors. 2 of the 4 horsewomen of the UFC. Here we go, and the action begins. Now, this is a KO matchup, meaning someone's going to get knocked the F out. Now, this might favor the UFC girls, but if you don't know much about wrestling, you got to learn about Japanese strong style. They're hard hitters, back fists, strong kicks, knees. That's their style, man. This could go either way. We are here on Evolution, which I think is a beautiful arena. And I think WWE should use it more than just once a year. What is nice? I don't know. Audio's great. Perfect. I put you on the host list. Is that it? Yeah, it should work. Thanks. Appreciate it. Actually, I think it did work. Oh, no, Shadow Trickster. Thank you for the host. Welcome to the show. Yeah, it should work at some point. I don't know. Maybe it only works if I start a stream, so it'll probably auto-host me next. Steel Fighters. Steel Fighters. Clearly, I don't know, man. Oh, Asuka was going for those kicks. Interrupted by Ronda, saving her tag team partner. Shayna's getting worked a little bit there. Partners trade off. The fresher Asuka and Ronda matching up. Shayna going after Kairi Sane. A kick to the side of the skull. So how about it, YouTube people, I'm going to bring you into, again, I'm doing some of these more full episodes for you. Just to kind of get you guys invested a little bit. You know, I have a little bit of a following on Twitch. Not much, but a little bit. And they kind of know the deal. But I want you guys to know the deal, too, as we move forward to Extreme Rules. So you're going to be seeing some full episodes here. Some special full episodes to really understand, ouch, what this fantasy game mode is all about. Imagine it like fantasy football or fantasy basketball. But we're here watching WWE 2K20. That's exactly what the gimmick is, okay? Kairi Sane, I believe, is a free agent. Ronda, free agent. Shayna and Asuka, taken already. They are represented in the chat. Kairi Sane, yikes, does she have the finisher? She does not. Top rope. Gotta be careful here, Shayna. Careful, Shayna. Oh, God. Ronda, we need some help here. Ronda, we need some help here. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, both former UFC fighters turned pro wrestlers. Ronda Rousey, now a full-time Twitch streamer. Left the business, but Shayna Baszler is still very much around. Dominant. Take down there. Shayna Baszler, look, she's catching the arm. Watch, boom! Shayna Baszler is ruthless, man. Look, she's gonna do it again. She's gonna do it again. Oh! Ronda Rousey looking to end Kairi Sane. Let's see if it'll happen. Grabbing the arm. She's gonna flip her. Slamming her down. Is Kairi Sane done? Is she done? I don't think so. Kairi Sane does have 2 finishers. We're gonna have to be very careful with that. Remember, this is a #1 contendership tag team matchup. The winners of this match will be going on to Extreme Rules to face Becky Lynch and Sarah Logan for the Women's Tag Team Championships that are defended on all 3 brands. We know the power of Tag Team Championships in this universe mode. We know the power of it. Taker 02 dominated WrestleMania, winning all those tag team titles and becoming the MVP of the beta season by holding those tag team championships. There's a lot of power there. Spinning heel kick takes down Shayna Baszler. Asuka feeling it. Kairi Sane going after Ronda. It looks like the Kabuki Warriors are on fire here. A comeback coming the way of Asuka. Kick takes down Shayna. Ronda, you gotta handle this. Ronda, you gotta handle this. Thank you. Yikes, off the ropes. No, 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 no. Oh, good. Shayna Baszler gets hit, but she is not KO'd. It's going to take... Oh, uh-oh, we got Piper's Pit coming down for Asuka. Piper's Pit takes her out. She is also not KO'd. A hard-hitting match. Like I said, hey, we got 2 Japanese strong style fighters. And then we've got former UFC chicks here, too. It's going to be a knockout match here. It's not going to be that easy for either team. Of course, I'm biased. I want to see Shayna win this matchup. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Ronda, 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 help me! Oh my god, she reverses! She gets out of the way! Shayna reverses. Kick to the gut. Dump, yep, gut wrench. Gut wrench, get rid of her. Get rid of her. Get rid of her. 1 ain't enough. We need 2. Get rid of her. She's done, though. She's got to be. No. No. No worries. We'll take her out. Was it the Kira Fuda clutch? Is that what we got here? No, she's going to do a Russian leg sweep. Boom! She needs a better KO move than that. That's silly. And it didn't even knock her out. If it was a better move, it would have knocked her out. Man, oh man. The battle continues. I'm going to get new people next season. Yeah. That's what it's all about, man. Get a new season, you get an opportunity to try new people, and it looks like we're rocking WWE 2K20 for a while. Alabama Slam. Yikes. These girls are not getting knocked out. Wild. Becky Lynch. My gal. That's right, Linger does have Becky Lynch. I'll keep Kane. As expected. As expected. Another Alabama Slam. Yo! Alright, we need to start... Okay, Shayna. Come on. Come on. We need to start doing something here. She missed. She missed. She's an absolute butt. She missed. Asuka going after Shayna. Shayna, the NXT Women's Champion. Hey, she's a little tired, okay? Alright? NXT Women's Champion it's not easy being the champions in TMode, okay? I mean, it's draining. It's draining. Look at those arms. Here's one thing I don't like about this game. Alright? And it's been this... I think this has been a problem for a while. Shayna Baszler's in the dark red right now. Okay? She's in the dark red. Big takedown by Kairi Sane. I'm certain that Ronda, Kairi, and Asuka, they cannot go past dark red at this point. Or they cannot go past red at this point. Because Shayna Baszler is already in the dark red. So for whatever reason, I've never seen it. For whatever reason, this game just doesn't like to hurt more than one superstar. And I think that's silly. Yikes, back fist! Back fist has knocked out the NXT Women's Champion. Oh no! It is a 1-on-2 situation. Ronda Rousey. Yikes. Oh, big miscommunication there by the Kabuki Warriors. This is an opportunity for Ronda Rousey. She's going for the Piper's Pit. Knock her out, knock her out, knock her out. No, what? How is she still up? How is she still up? Are you kidding me? Asuka gets reversed. Nice judo throw by Ronda Rousey. She's going to target Kairi Sane. I think that's a wise decision. Kairi Sane's arms a little bit more weakened than Asuka. It might knock her out. Let's see. Oh, man. Come on. Hit that elbow. She's done. She's done. What? Yes, she's done. She's done. We are down 1-1. Ronda Rousey. Asuka. Kick to the gut. Asuka's going to go off the ropes. Big hip attack. And Asuka and Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors, get a win over Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. And they will be going on to face Becky Lynch and Sarah Logan man meet for the Women's Tag Team TMode Championships at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view July 19th. Not too long away. Let's see, what is that? Like about 3 weeks away. Woo-wee. Ladies and gentlemen, the Kabuki Warriors hard hitting, and that's exactly what they're going to have to do. Shayna, it's fine. We're the NXT Women's TMode Champion, okay? Alright, look, we wanted to get the win, but whatever. Ronda Rousey having a pretty awful go of it. You know, at WrestleMania, teaming up with China, the ninth wonder of the world, trying to get a win over Ronda. And Becky Lynch and Sarah Logan, it didn't work out. And Ronda once again comes up short in the tag team division. Maybe she should go for a solo title. We'll see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the TMode tournament right away. Because if I sit on this screen for too long, they're going to hit me for the damn copyright from that video right there. So let's quickly go here. Woo-wee. We made it. We made it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. If you are just getting here, Hollywood Hogan is not a free agent. I think everybody else on this list is. YouTube people, Twitch people, all right? Even if you're on Twitter, shoot me a thing that, hey, I kind of want to play. Even if you're on Twitter, it doesn't much matter to me. Let me know, okay? Let me know. Do you want any of these people? Anytime. It doesn't matter. You can draft them at any time. You can draft them in the finals. You can draft them when they're facing Dash Wilder for the title. You can draft them at any time as long as they're a free agent, and I will put that in as a request, and they will be yours, okay? You can do this on YouTube too, all right? So if you want to play and you want to be involved, but you don't even have to, like, follow the Twitch stream, cool, awesome. You don't have to. You don't have to. You can just say who you want, and then there you go. But Hollywood Hogan is indeed taken in this universe. I might be wrong about Roman, maybe, and maybe Ziggler, maybe, but I'm pretty sure everybody else is a free agent, so you do have some opportunities there. Let's get to the first match, Hollywood Hogan versus Ali. This is a T-Mode tournament. What we do here is very simple. 8-man tournament. The winner gets to face the champion. If they win the TMode tournament, they get a fantasy point. If they beat the champion and take the championship, they get a fantasy point. If that superstar is represented like Hollywood Hogan is, they're going to get fantasy points as well. We track all those things on the roster page. Ladies and gentlemen, he is your Lord of Darkness champion, Hollywood Hulk Hogan. He was going to say the Lord of Darkness champion, but I don't know, the audio cut out, I guess. I don't know. It is a first-round matchup here, and he is matched up against Ali in the bracket tonight. Now, first-round rules of T-Mode. If Ali gets a win over Hollywood Hogan, Ali gets an opportunity at the Lord of Darkness Championship. And here's what representing works, right? Not only is it a fantasy game, okay? Not only is it a fantasy game where you're earning points based on what happens here and there, okay? If you represent the superstar and you're in the Twitch chat, you kind of have some rule. You get some, like, leeway. You get some, like, well, I'm the champion, I get a little bit of a say in what happens, right? I'll give you an example. You've seen Linger in the Twitch chat on the feed, right? You've seen Panda B Mikey in the feed, okay? These guys, they're here. They're live right now. If Hollywood Hogan gets beat and Ali gets a match, I might be like, oh, hey, is Panda B Mikey still in the chat? Perfect, awesome. Hey, what kind of match do you want? It's for your title. You're the Lord of Darkness champion. Let me know. If it's a singles match, great. Do you want a manager to accompany you? And then you would get to choose a manager. All these great things can happen, right, if you're interactive. And that's as interactive as we get here on this channel. But it is interactive nonetheless. Let's bring out Ali. Ali is very underrated in this game. This is going to be tough for Hogan. Ali is very, very quick. Yikes. I can't. Jesus. Ali, a former police officer turned professional wrestler. In 2K19, this man had big signature wins against John Cena and a huge, huge run for the title. Cena did end up beating him for that title, but Ali was beating people left and right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you're seeing here on this, don't worry, because on Friday night when we stream the Friday version of this show, we are going to be seeing Unleashed Orton, one of Hollywood Hogan's friends. Hollywood Hogan, of course, the Undead Champion. Undead Orton, Unleashed Orton, gets a WCW Hardcore Championship match this Friday. It'll be under Extreme Rules, so it might get a little ugly. People might be bleeding. That's coming to you on Friday. Stay tuned to the end of the stream when we figure out which title will be defended for that show. Nice snap suplex from Hollywood Hogan. Look at the size discrepancy here. Look at this. Boom! Going for a jab to the gut. A knee reversal. Neck breaker there from Ali. And this is what's going to hurt Hogan here, is the speed of Ali. I think Hogan's got a pretty good line for the rest of the tournament. But he's got to get past Ali. I'm not going to underscore Ali. Oh, Prophet, you didn't remove someone's picks from Monday yet. Oh, I didn't. It's okay. No worries. I will. I'll update that as well. No worries. Kalele, you mean? He already told me which of the which 3 he wants. So yeah, the ones in gray, if that's what you're talking about, are they're out. But you're right. I did not update that. You're right. That's a winner right there. Andy Nike has been drafting people. He's been winning some T-modes. And he sits at the top of the fantasy. Now again, like subscribing, you don't get many perks right now. I'm not very good at emotes, so I mean, I'm working on it. It's on the list. But one of the big sub perks is, especially if you watch wrestling, then you get an advantage in the game. Right? You can see all the highlighted yellow people. They're getting advantages here. Clay Alea no longer a sub, but when he was the only discrepancy in that data. And that's another big reason why we're doing this, is because I love data collecting. It interests me. I like seeing trends and bars and stocks, things like this. Very interesting. Look at this. Ali evening up this matchup. Another reverse DDT here. Kick to the gut. Hollywood Hogan. Big tackle. A takedown. Wow. Again, Hogan, Lord of Darkness champion. Right, this gives him pretty much free reign to control any of the Lord of Darkness members to help him out whenever he wants. Hogan with a signature move. Ali working for a signature move, and both of these guys have the resiliency perk. Yikes, this might be a crazy night. Or at least a crazy match. He can go night-night. Ali's trending up. I think so too. I think he was in a T-mode in Season 1 earlier this year, and he performed really, really well. I don't think he won, but I think he got to the finals, maybe? Or maybe he had a huge, huge win over somebody that was super impressive. I know his 2K19 was amazing. Oh, boy, whoa. Arya Davari. Of course, we know Ali, a former Cruiserweight champion. Davari, a Cruiserweight as well. Maybe the Cruiserweights want to take down Hollywood Hogan. They know that Hollywood Hogan, tonight especially, is on the fast track. Uh-oh. 024 maybe. 024 might be coming Hollywood Hogan's way. 024 connecting. Going for the pin and the win on Hollywood Hogan. 1, 2, kick out. And the resiliency has been burned. Perhaps the Cruiserweights, they want their shot at the top of that Superstar of the Year board. Hollywood Hogan's on the fast track to getting that top spot tonight. Classic scoop slam. Hollywood Hogan has a finisher now. Ali's going to have to watch out. And look at this. Ali has not saved up his resiliency. He is going to have to be very, very careful. If he gets hit with this leg drop by Hogan, it might be done. It might be over. He's already gotten help from Daivari as well, so we'll have to see if that shakes anything up. That's a very key comeback here by Ali, taking him down. Irish whip into the corner. Big reversal by Hogan. Hogan going for a big slam. Might be going for that tackle again. Gets kicked in the face. Ali has a signature. He didn't go for it. He usually goes through those ropes. And he misses. Scoop slam. Going for the leg drop. He's got it. Leg drop connecting. Is there a rope break here, though? No, no rope break. It might be done. 1, 2. Resiliency. No good. Hogan. I said, don't you dare. Don't you dare discount Ali. In 2K, he is awesome. That's one thing I like about 2K games. Oh no. Oh, he's hulking up. He's hulking up. He's hulking up. You, Ali. Hollywood Hogan fighting back off the ropes. Here we go. Big boot takes him down, going off the ropes again. He's out of energy. It doesn't matter. Leg drop for the second time. Hogan. Oh, he's tired. Whew. Whew. It's hard work. Hard work. Pinning down somebody as fast as Ali. The comeback was key, though. He's up to 71%. Now 77. 3/4 of the way there. Ali does have a signature. Hogan has to fade the signature. Oh, big shot into the corner. Reversal. DDT takes down Ali. Reversal again. Ali with a finisher. He could hit that 0-2-4. Big elbow by Hogan. They're fighting back and forth. First round matchup. Big boot again. Going for the pin. Was that a signature? It looked like it. 1, 2, and 3. The big boot will get the job done, and the Lord of Darkness champion defeats Ali in the first round. Didn't even matter that Daivari interfered. Didn't even matter. Hollywood Hogan moves on to the second round here. And he is looking for his second TMode tournament win of Season 1. I mean, if he can even just get the TMode tournament win, he's going to be in that top spot. At least tied, but he's looking for the lead tonight. Hogan with the win. Perfect. Alright, we will continue on to the second matchup of the first round. Dolph Ziggler, who was indeed in a TMode tournament last week, he's got another shot here. Tonight, it's against Papa Shango. Correct me if I'm wrong. Linger, is Papa Shango also, is Papa Shango also, oh, Jesus Christ. The Godfather? Is that right? Am I right there? Am I correct? Yo, it's Papa Shango. He's coming after Ziggler. And I swear this happened, like, when we did our very first tournament. I'm pretty sure Papa Shango. Look at him. Dude, he's spooky. Oh my god, look at him. Holy, that is frightening. Papa Shango, a voodoo master. Oh, did I? No, I'm not controlling him. No, I'm not controlling him. Like, I just tried to hit the things. I guess he just wants to stand there and look spooky. Papa Shango with some intimidation tactics here, and Dolph Ziggler just now noticing him. And here we go. He doesn't even want an intro. The Dippin' Dots. Tyson Ivy 619. Welcome to the show. Papa Shango starts off this first round tournament matchup against Dolph Ziggler with depleted energy because he had to run down the ramp. I don't know how wise that strategy was. Was the intimidation factor worth it? Dolph Ziggler, a former world champion, hasn't won any titles here in T-Mode. He's looking to get a T-Mode title. We saw how serious he was last week. We haven't seen him around much. Right? We're seeing guys like him. We're seeing guys like Johnny Gargano. Gargano was on Raw for no apparent reason. He's got a WCW Hardcore Championship defense in 2 days when we stream T-Mode for Friday Night SmackDown and WCW. Like, we're seeing these guys wanting to get involved, wanting to be the top superstar of this game. Papa Shango with the DDT. Hey! La 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 la. I didn't know he had a gimmick before. Oh, you're right, he is. Okay, yeah, I thought so. Look, I mean, it was a good gimmick. Putting on a show! Why McMahon? Why McMahon name link deleted? Is his name deleted? Wait, what? What are you talking about? Did I not cut it right? No, I did. Wait, what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Tyson Ivy 619 says, "Follow me, follow me." I don't know, man. Do you put on a good show? I'd have to check it out. Do you stream, friend? I'm not gonna lie, if it's a good show, I'll follow you. But look, here's what you're competing against, okay? I need to watch Naruto, alright? I need to finish watching Full Metal Alchemist. Those are just 2 animes. We're just in the anime section right now. This is how much time I don't have in life, okay? I need to catch up on finishing Sons of Anarchy, alright? There's so many things I have to do. And it's July. It's just getting more busy, right? I play poker. Hamilton comes out in 2 days. I've got so much shit to do. There's people on Twitch that I follow that I haven't even caught up on yet. So it's like, hey, I mean, if you put on a show, I'll follow you. I just can't guarantee I'd get there quickly. I'm a busy man, you know? Yeah, it's Papa Shango. Must have hit an elbow or something. He has definitely opened up a cut on the right eye of Ziggler. Papa Shango, I believe in WCW, was Papa Shango. He was a voodoo master, went over to WWE. Joined the Nation of Domination, which was a very Black Panther-esque group of individuals who wanted to change the culture of WWE, and I love that. I loved that gimmick. I loved that entire stable. Gave birth to The Rock, and it really helped him elevate to who he was. And then Papa Shango left that and became the Godfather, which is amazing. Pimping out hoes, because you know, pimping ain't easy. And then, I think near the end of his career, he joined the clearly a Mormon parody, cancel culture. You want to see cancel culture. You want to go back and you want to watch some, what is it, SOS? Who was the group? Linger, you're my like, you're my Google tonight. You're my Google. Who was the group led up by, Stevie Richards? I think Victoria was, no, not Victoria. There was a girl a part of them. They were against, like, the bra and panties matches. They were against anything, like, vile or impure. They feuded with the Dudley Boys, and then they canceled tables because tables were too violent and extreme. It was great, man. What a great gimmick. And I'm pretty sure he ended his career being a reformed parody of that big Mormon group. I'm pretty sure that's what they're parodying. I'm just getting into their debut when in my watch through of wrestling, which is another big thing I'm trying to watch. So yeah, Tyson, man, I'm strapped. I've got so much time on my hands, and a lot of stuff to catch up on. Ziggler getting destroyed here by Shango. Drop kick, doesn't even drop Shango. Uh-oh, kick. Neck breaker. Takes him down. Ouch. He's catching up. He's catching up here. He is indeed catching up. Yes, perfect. Tyson, hey man, I'll check it out. I mean, you're gonna have to remind me at some point. Maybe you know what you should do, Tyson Ivy? You should Twitch message me, right? Message me, that way I can see that there's a little like one notification there, and then I can get to that, right? That's what I would do. Until then, sit back, enjoy the show. Ziggler taking down Papa Shango, going for the pin. 1, 2, kick out. No, Shango. Not going to go down easily. He has a signature. He's got to hit it. Otherwise, Ziggler might be looking for that zigzag. Turns him around. Zigzag incoming. Takes down Papa Shango. Is it enough to put him away? Going for the... Oh, is this Jake the Snake? I think it is. Trust me. It is Jake the Snake. Former WWE TMode champion, former ally to Dusty Rhodes leading up to WrestleMania, before Jake the Snake betrayed Dusty Rhodes because he's Jake the Snake. Of course he did. Coming out and screwing over Ziggler. Top rope Shango. Big knee takes down Ziggler. Yikes. Jake the Snake. I don't know, man. He just wanted to tell people, hey, I like screwing people over. I don't know. Chop to the top of the skull. Shango. Now going to the top rope again. Maybe he just didn't have energy. Might be looking for a signature move. Elbow drop. No, he just likes going to the top, I guess. He likes being aerial in his offense. Neck breaker by Ziggler. Ziggler's got a long way to go here. But he's going to go for a quick cheeky pin. Let's see if it's enough. 1, 2. Kick out Shango. Shango now has his finisher. Ziggler's going to have to be super careful here. I think oh no. Hey. Hey, you leave him alone. Leave him alone. Is Ziggler giving up? I think Ziggler's giving up. Ziggler's done. Ziggler's like, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want the smoke. Look at him, he's upset, look. His eyes busted open. His moneymaker defiled, and here comes Shango. Oh man, I might have to take over and get these guys back in the ring. I don't know if they're gonna make it back. Maybe that was the plan all along. I don't know. If they're not going by, I don't know. This might be a rematch. This might be a rematch, folks. Oh dear. I think someone's winning by count out, and it might be Papa Shango. Papa Shango, you gotta get back in the ring, friend. It's gonna be 8. You gotta get back in the ring, friend. You need to use all that energy and run. Run! They don't care. What? They don't care. What? You must be joking. You must be joking. Restart the match. Match is restarted. Anarchy taken out. We're restarting the match. Shango and Ziggler going extra innings. Triple overtime here on TMode. Jake the Snake removed from ringside. We begin the match anew. It's the only reasonable call. Of course, I could have taken control, thrown them back into the ring, but odds are I would have only gotten one of them in. Would have tainted the results. We'll just restart the match. Look at this. Papa Shango's not happy about the match being restarted. Yikes. I hope McMahon wins the tournament. Clayleia wants Mr. McMahon to win. I don't think he's going to. Like we said, I watch a lot of matches in this game mode, and Mr. McMahon seems to be beaten very, very easily in this game mode. I don't know what it is. And Ali, who has a less, like he's a littler guy, right? He just seems to win. It's weird, right? Even though their overalls are what they are, you can see those discrepancies in the data. Damn, just get... Okay. Okay. Damn, off the... Oh, okay. I was going to say off the post again. We're going to have to get these guys back in the ring, ref. We're going to have to get them back in the ring. Otherwise, I have to quit and I have to change the match. If they don't want to stay in the ring, I'll make them stay in the ring. I think I can do that, by the way. I might be able to do that. I don't know. Shot to the gut. Jesus, guys. I don't know why these guys hate each other so much. What's going on? Shango interrupted the entrance of Ziggler, who got all spooky for no reason. Jake the Snake was out here. They get a double count out. I mean, Ziggler's busted open again. Back of the head just bouncing off that steel step right there. Well, it's as good a time as any, because these guys are just going to brawl. If it does go to a double count out again, here's what we're going to do. We're going to back out, and I think we have to go to the judges. I think that's fair. I think there might be a way for me to simulate and force a win. And if I can't force a win, then we'll simulate it and we'll see who wins. And that'll be kind of like the judges. We'll see what happens there. Always improving, always getting better here. Look at them. Jesus Lord. They hate each other. What is this matchup? We might be seeing an Extreme Rules matchup. We might be seeing a falls count. Falls count anywhere. Last I checked, those matches get crazy. We might be doing a match between Ziggler and Shango here. Maybe for #1 contention to a TMode title at Extreme Rules. If they don't win the tournament tonight. Because, geez, I don't know what's going on. These guys hate each other. This is wild. They're up to a 6 count. Maybe we throw them in a cage at Extreme Rules. Alright, ref. Alright, ref. And keep in mind, these guys are tearing each other apart. Waiting for them in the 2nd round is Hollywood Hogan, who is loving every minute of this. Oh, he's going to win by countout. That's the right decision, Shango. That's the right decision, Shango. I don't know. I don't know if I'm done with this rivalry. First of all, that's a cheeky win. Alright? Second of all, there was so much craziness in this matchup. I don't think it's resolved. I think we might be seeing an Extreme Rules matchup. We'll see if Shango can get past Hollywood Hogan. But I doubt it. Hollywood Hogan, beast, man. We'll see. Alright, Papa Shango winning that matchup against Dolph Ziggler. We move down to the bottom bracket, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see Roman Reigns, the big dog, taking on Velveteen Dream Mr. Money in the Bank. Alright, let's update that sheet. I was a little worried that or we can vote to win. Yeah, like, but that would only work if I'm able to force a win, right? So in 2K, NBA 2K, I am allowed to in general manager mode or even association mode or whatever it's called. I'm allowed to choose who I want to win, right? And I can do that in universe mode too. I don't know if I can do it in a tournament mode. I don't think I've ever had to before. But Shango wins, we move on.
Making his way to the ring from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265.
The big dog. Roman Reigns. Making the correct decision for his health, for his family's health, to stay away from WWE during this pandemic. And I mean, in Florida, it is spiking like crazy. I do not blame this man at all for choosing to stay home. But here in TMode, no worries about the pandemic. There ain't no pandemic here in TMode. So he is here tonight in this first round, going up against the Velveteen Dream, who beat 7 other men to become Mr. Money in the Bank. Will Velveteen Dream use that championship opportunity wisely? Will he waste it? Who knows? Nice. Right to censor. Thank you. Yes, right to censor. Ivory, yes. Ivory and Victoria, I always conflate their 2 careers, but they are not the same. Val Venus, I think, as well. Yeah, Val Venus was in it. There's no force win in tournament mode. Alright, so yeah, I would have simulated it then. Yeah. Yes, you can. I mean, I would. He is Mr. Money in the Bank. Mr. Money in the Bank, Velveteen Dream. At any time can cash in that briefcase for any title he wants. And he could just do that. So if you're here on Twitch and you're like, hey, I kind of want to get involved, I don't know who to pick though, that's what I'm telling you. Because Velveteen Dream is Mr. Money in the Bank, he has an opportunity at a TMode title whenever he wants. In the middle of a match, at the end of a match, when someone's depleted and destroyed, he's got that opportunity. He has money in the bank. But right now, he's got Roman Reigns. He's got to focus here. Samoan drop to start this matchup. Velveteen Dream in some hot water in the real life. They're still super close to the chest. about those allegations with him. And until WWE acts in terms of suspending him or firing him and giving proof to what those allegations are, we are going to allow him to be in TMode. If I have to vacate that Money in the Bank briefcase, if something crazy goes on in WWE in the next couple days regarding Velveteen Dream and the accusations against him, well, then we will do that. But we are not going to be hasty in right to censoring Velveteen Dream without some valid proof. I've seen a lot of the messages and things like that, and it's disturbing. But because it's all online, it's like, well, I mean, what is this edited? Like, is it fake? Like, who know? I have no clue. We're gonna let the legal people deal with all of that, and then when we get more information, we'll get more information. If he does happen to use Money in the Bank before then, becomes TMode champion, and then gets fired for whatever awful reason, if he gets fired for whatever awful reason, then we will deal with it by stripping the titles, and dealing with it that way. Because one, we need to cut down on this very, very bloated roster, and two, I don't really want to host really, really bad people on the stream. I don't really want to do that. Because see what I have to do? I have to bring it up. I have to talk about it now. And it's a bummer. Nobody wants to talk about this. Big Boot takes down Velveteen Dream. Roman Reigns in control. Gonna bring him back in with a suplex. And I think this is an ample opportunity to ask you guys if you watched NXT or if you watched AEW tonight. Without spoilers, because it's fresh for the people who are here live. But on YouTube, let me know. Fyter Fest Night 1, Great American Bash Night 1, WWE going up against AEW. What show did you prefer? For me, I liked both shows' match cards. But for whatever reason, I found myself fast-forwarding a lot through NXT. And I found myself not fast-forwarding through Fyter Fest. So I have to give the edge to Fyter Fest tonight. I feel like both the main events were pretty equal in terms of me enjoying them and watching them. But I got to give it to Fyter Fest for 9-1. So far. Interesting developments. Solid show. There was, and it was interesting. AEW the first hour had a few, like, their matches seemed a little bit like more choreographed. Like they didn't really have everything down pat, right? NXT was a little bit better in the wrestling aspect of things, but AEW, I think, has the better overall product, if I'm being honest. Velveteen Dream down to the red bar. Signature move. Might be incoming for Roman Reigns. Not the Dippin' Dots. Superman punch, no good. The referee almost caught it. Big shoulder block. Thank you for the follow. Leon. Am I saying it right? Slayer. 30. And you've got those cute little Kirby's. I don't know what those are. But thank you for that. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, so likely if they would have went to a count out again, I would have simulated it, and then it's kind of like going to the UFC judges, right? That's how it would be determined, because I'm not gonna sit here and watch Ziggler and Papa Shango fight all night long. Time is money. We got a program to discuss here. Velveteen Dream going to the top rope. Uh-oh. Yikes, he's got the elbow. He could go for the pin and the win. Oh, Roman Reigns has resilience. 1, 2. He doesn't use it. Mr. Money in the Bank defeats Roman Reigns in the first round. Wow. Wow.
Here is your winner, Velveteen Dream.
Velveteen Dream hits the elbow on Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns had resiliency. He did not use it. Thought, I guess, he could kick out. He couldn't. Velveteen Dream going to the second round. Velveteen Dream looking for the $1 million championship. Again, the $1 million championship has some special perks. Ladies and gentlemen, the special perks of the $1 million championship is any point you get while in possession of that title is double bubble times 2. If Dash Wilder gets a pay-per-view match and wins, that's 2 fantasy points, not 1, right? Everything is doubled when you're the $1 million champion. So it's a big title to have in this universe mode. Rusev taking on Mr. McMahon in the final match of this first round. Leon, I think it's like Leon. Welcome to the show, brother. Reigns getting upset early. Wow, I did not expect that. I honestly thought that Reigns would have a pretty easy go of it. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a new Twitch streamer. Rusev making his way down to the ring. Venom, welcome back. Hello, how's it going, man? You simulate all, you can pick a guy you want to win. Really? I've never been able to do that, though. I don't know how you're able to do it. You must be using some of that Papa Shango voodoo. Fella. Let me tell you about Jeff Hardy. And how I bro-kicked him. True to mat. I gotta work on my Irish. It's really weird that I have a better Scottish accent than I do an Irish accent. I do have Irish roots. And I'm sure a little bit of Scottish as well, but in that area. It's very strange. I'm not very good at the Irish accent, unless I'm doing Finn Balor. I can do Finn Balor pretty good, like Finn Balor. Right, Balor's got that real forward way of talking, right? It's like forward, right? Earlier tonight, I meant to come live and do some behind-the-scenes things for TMode, but I got distracted by listening to a musical that I've never heard of before. It's wild. I haven't finished listening to it, but the plan is to come back with some poker tomorrow afternoon, if I'm not doing anything. Or even maybe tomorrow night. I don't know. It just really depends. My schedule is so crazy. But if we do come back with poker today or tomorrow, maybe even later tonight, depending on what's going on, then I want to listen to Hamilton in full before I watch it on Disney Plus. It is coming out, I think, tomorrow night at midnight, and I'm 100% watching it. I've got 3 Coronas ready to go. I've got my mango rum. Like, I am gonna get plastered, and I am gonna watch that, and it's gonna be amazing. And then I think I'm taking Friday off of work. I'm taking Friday off of not of streaming. By that night I'll be recovered, but I'm just gonna probably chill and watch YouTube videos. I've got like 18 tabs opened up over here of videos that I've kind of like I need to watch. Maybe I can utilize that watch list function of YouTube instead of just having 18 tabs open like a crazy person. Mr. McMahon was also in a T-mode last week. Not successful. Not successful. We'll see if he can get the win tonight. Back into the ring goes Rusev. I do believe Vince is getting squashed. Oh, that was a bold prediction, but no, he's not getting squashed. But I think he's going to effectively get squashed. He might do some damage, but I think he's losing this match. Again, I have not seen Mr. McMahon win hardly anything. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Braylon Mill. Braylon Mill. I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. Braylon Mill, 15. Welcome to the show. Favorite wrestler. Currently, let's see. I have to think currently. Last time I was asked this, it was Sammy Guevara. I think recently, I've grown to enjoy anything Orange Cassidy. I think I've grown to enjoy quite a bit. I just love the character. If you want to restrict it to WWE, let's say NXT, my favorite wrestler of NXT. I think my favorite wrestler of NXT right now is El Hijo de Fantasma. I don't know his real name. Santos Escobar, is that right? Did I get that right? I don't know. I just like his gimmick. I like the suits. I like how the title looks on him. Everything about him is good. So he might take over Orange Cassidy for me. But Orange Cassidy is probably my current. All time, it'll never change. I highly doubt anyone's ever going to be able to top him. Viva la Razza, Eddie Guerrero, all-time favorite wrestler. Loved all of his matches, loved all of his angles. Good guy, bad guy, didn't matter. He was entertaining as hell. He was awesome. Great finisher, great move set, great personality. It was just wonderful all around the board. Always entertaining. That would be the best answer I could give to you. Vince was a superstar back then? Yes, he was. Yes, he was. I was thinking about that tonight when I was watching AEW and how they're using Tony Khan, right? He's not an on-screen personality. I don't think we've seen him much at all. Ooh, was that a finisher? That might have been a finisher there from Mr. McMahon. With the pedigree, taking down Rusev. Rusev is negatively impacted here. No, that was a signature by McMahon. Going for the paintbrush, no good. Rusev smashing his back into that ring post. Look at this. Rusev's taking some damage. Getting back in the ring, Rusev. Mr. McMahon might be winning this matchup. Yo! It's interesting that AEW is kind of using him as more of a background personality. Going for it. The McMahon Stunner on Rusev. Wow. I mean, you want to talk about burying a guy that you released 2 months ago. 1, 2, 3. Mr. McMahon gets the win. Wow. Mr. McMahon hits the stunner on Rusev after hitting a pedigree on the outside. And Mr. McMahon at what, 80, what is he, 78? 78 years old? I think he's the same age as Trump, so is he 78? How old is Mr. McMahon? My goodness. Where's my phone? Lord. Let's see here. We'll find out. How old is Mr. McMahon? How old is Mr. McMahon? I hate when it does that. 74, okay. He is 74 years old. And he has gotten his win here in TMode. I mean, is he going to be able to survive? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's probable, but I mean, anything's possible in T-Mode. You're going to find out real quick. Anything is possible in T-Mode. I mean, look at our champion. Our champion is Dash Wilder, okay? And this is not the first T-Mode championship that Dash Wilder has gotten and earned and attained, okay? He is a former ECW, WWECW champion, okay? The black belt, the really cool looking one. He is now the $1 Million champion, all right? He's won 2 T-Mode titles. He is pretty damn good. I just don't see Mr. McMahon getting very far. Hogan, Shango in the first round, or sorry, in the second round, first matchup. Let's get to it. Braylon, Kalea, Leon, everyone who is in the Twitch chat right now, hello. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Everyone on YouTube watching, I think his name Myra? His or her name? I don't know. YouTube's a little bit more inconspicuous. Myra, thank you for your undying support in T-Mode. You really love watching my universe modes on YouTube, so thanks for that. Appreciate it.
The following contest is scheduled for...
I'll let the announcer do his work.
Making his way to the ring from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 251 pounds, the Hollywood Hogan.
Braylon Miller. Okay, so I'm assuming it's Braylon, right? That's what my brain defaulted to, right? That's how it chopped it up. He is your Lord of Darkness champion, folks. And the Lord of Darkness Championship is one of the... it's another special T-Mode title that we have. Defended on all brands at any time. The T-Mode Lord of Darkness Champion has a stable of undead superstars. Swamp Father, Unleashed Orton, Frankenstrowman. These are all superstars that are bent to the will of the Lord of Darkness champion. Hogan is in control right now. Will we see an undead superstar help him out? He hasn't needed their help yet. I think Hogan's just ecstatic that he was able to enter a TMode tournament. I'm not sure if he knows about that stipulation, but we'll see. Lord of Darkness champion Hollywood Hogan getting ready for his second round matchup here. Papa Shango doesn't want to try any spooky tricks like he did with Ziggler in the first round. He's just going to come out naturally.
Weighing in at 330 pounds, Papa Shango.
I mean, we were talking about this earlier. How cool is it that you go from a voodoo master, right, or a voodoo witch king, right, to a member of the Nation of Domination, to a pimp, to basically a high-ranking Mormon, like missionary, and then back to the pimp to retire and go into the Hall of Fame. That's a decent career. I know he didn't get the World Championship, but that's a decent career. I would be happy to have that career. That's dope. That's a good legacy to have if you are Papa Shango. Ring the bell. Here we go. Round number 2. Hogan immediately hits that comeback. Papa Shango has a little bit of a health advantage here. And he's going to have to fade that comeback if he has any hope of getting the win here. Oh, big miss on that uppercut. Yikes. Headbutt. A second time to Hogan. Taking a knee to the midsection there. Papa Shango positively buffed here. We saw Ziggler hit a lot of neck breakers and stuff. Oh, 1, 2, kick out on Papa Shango. We got to wonder if that neck is going to hold up. Hollywood Hogan so far not getting any offense in this matchup. Like we said, as we go through the second round, especially if you're a TMode champion like Hogan, it gets a little bit more iffy on if you get a title shot by beating a champion or not, right? Second round, it just depends. It depends on the situation, it depends on the match, it depends on a lot of different things. So far, the dominance of Shango here. Maybe Shango would be a good, you know, Lord of Darkness champion. Maybe we could set that match up. But right now, I'm not really seeing a need to make this a title match yet. At least in the future. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out. And we know that Papa Shango and Ziggler, we're not done with them, man. I don't think we're done with them. They had such a crazy, weird battle in the first round that I think we might want to have these two guys battle it out and maybe a cage match at Extreme Rules. This is what I'm thinking right now. And we're not officializing it yet. Tournament's still happening, right? Here's what I'm thinking, though, right? Cage match, winner gets a singles title opportunity. Right? That means like a Intercontinental Championship match or Lord of Darkness or $1 million title match, right? But they don't get like a world title match, if that makes sense. Just a small rivalry, small reward. Papa Shango really loves to fight on the outside. He is outside again. He won by countout earlier. He could easily win by countout again right here in this second round matchup. I mean, it's a sound strategy. It might not be a popular strategy, but it is a strategy. Gets back in the ring. Here comes Hogan. Shango goes to the outside. Hogan's going to taunt to get a positive buff here. He's got it. Uh-oh. Big clothesline. Going for the armbar. I don't think he's tapping. Hogan versus McMahon. Come on, finals. That would be an interesting final. I would agree with you. That would be interesting. Undertaker is The darkest one of them all is what I'm assuming you were trying to say. Maybe. Or maybe you meant what you said. 1, 2. It's a kick out. Maybe you meant to say Undertaker is the darkness one of them all. Oh, actually, if I say that quickly, it's like Mad Gab situation, right? Actually does. Makes sense. Papa Shango getting frustrated again. We've seen this for the second night in a row. Tossing him into the ring. Hogan with the signature. Nice little judo throw. Judo throws, man, they are very, very effective at getting anyone down. I mean, if you can have a little fulcrum, right, and you can tip somebody off of their balance point, you can move them almost anywhere. Judo is a great martial art. Going for the scoop slam, takes him down. Leg drop, it might be one and done. Shango getting out of the way. Papa Shango with a shot to the gut. Hogan negatively impacted here. A shot to the liver by Shango. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Shango beats Hogan. Wow. Papa Shango avoiding the leg drop. Hitting a liver shot. And pinning Hogan. And Hogan getting pinned here. Now, I still don't think that's really deserving of a Lord of Darkness championship match. However, Shango and I think Ziggler still have beef. And if we settle that and Shango gets a title shot, I think Shango might want, I mean, he's beaten Hogan already once, might want a shot at that Lord of Darkness championship. We'll have to see. He is, of course, in the finals tonight. Congratulations, Papa Shango. And here we go. Dream taking on McMahon. Let's update this. Wow, that's a huge upset. Big sad for Panda B Mikey in the chat and for Hollywood Hulk Hogan, who wanted to be tonight the leader in the race for Superstar of the Season. Let's bring out Mr. Money in the Bank.
It's scheduled for
One fall.
His way to the ring from Capitol Hill, Washington, D.C., weighing in at 227 pounds,
Velveteen Dream, Mr. Money in the Bank, getting a huge first round win over Roman Reigns. If that is not a confidence booster, I don't know what else is. His line is going to be, if he can get past McMahon, Roman Reigns, Mr. McMahon, and then if he gets past Shango, Shango. I mean, this is a pretty good line for Velveteen Dream. I think he's your odds-on favorite to win this tournament at this point in time. But hey, Mr. McMahon surprised us once before tonight. He might do so again. I think the top dog was Hogan. Hogan got beat by Shango. And now I think it's Velveteen's to lose. Kalea in the chat has called Mr. McMahon all night. He's like, Mr. McMahon's going to win this one. We'll see if he's correct. The boss. Coming out with that power walk. 74 years old. And Mr. McMahon is running the show. Velveteen chants. This crowd wants Velveteen Dream. We'll see. Here we go. Back. Welcome back, Leon. Sounds French. Sounds like a French name. So every time I say it, I'm going to go Leon. That's how I remember it. Big shot, takes down Velveteen Dream. A shot across the back, another shot. He's going to keep beating down the Dream. This McMahon has a huge health advantage here. I mean, a shocking win in round one, if I might be honest. Beating Rusev in a way that you still have your yellow health bar, that is damned impressive for a 74-year-old man. Now, again, I brought this up last week when we saw Mr. McMahon in a TMode tournament. He might be the boss of the WWE, but he is not the boss of me. He is a competitor only in T-Mode. And he's here because he signed up. These signups are first come, first serve, random. He signed up. He wants a shot at this $1 million championship. Velveteen Dream on the outside. Yikes, scoop slam. Dropping him on those hips, man. Those 74-year-old hips. He's got him on that. Oh, my lord. On the edge of the table. Oh, I was going to say off the post, but no, he misses. Just gets thrown. Might have another count-out situation here. And if you're Mr. McMahon, I think that's probably okay. I think you're okay with that. 9, he's going to win by count-out. Or is he going to... He's going to reset the count. Okay, Mr. McMahon. Okay. Mucho respecto to you, sir. Looks like you might have been going for a low blow. Big clothesline. Dream takes him down. I do not know if that is the correct Spanish terminology. One of my plans tonight is to learn a little bit of Spanish on stream. So we'll probably be doing a little bit of that. And I mean, when I do those things, that's a great opportunity to ask me any really random, weird, off-color questions, right? You can ask me any wrestling questions or random questions now, and I'll likely answer them. But I'm way more likely to answer them when I'm doing some random thing like learning Spanish. The big reason I want to add that into the schedule of what we do here on this channel is because things that I do on this channel tend to stick around in my life more so than things I do off the channel, right? This is why I play NBA on the channel, this is why I play WWE on the channel, because I would not be playing this game the way I'm playing it if I was not streaming, right? Whether there's 0 viewers in the chat or 10 viewers in the chat, right? I'm playing WWE on stream because I like keeping it around, right? It's fun for me if I'm commentating. Now an 8 count. Is Mr. McMahon going to reset the count again? He is. I've had a lot of ring outs tonight. Earlier tonight, we found out and learned that the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, will be facing Becky Lynch and Sarah Logan, Team Man Meat, for the women's tag team T-Mode titles at Extreme Rules in a tag team knockout match. We are going to see that July 19th. WWE. Ooh, it's that Dream Driver. We will be seeing that as soon as WWE is done with their Extreme Rules pay-per-view. We will be coming live and streaming. Now, if they end super early that night, you can expect to wait for about the same time that I start my streams every night, which is about a little bit after 10 local time. So Mountain Standard Time, 10:15 or so is about my average. Sometimes I'm earlier, sometimes I'm not. We're going to have a count out again. No, Mr. McMahon says nay, nay. Mr. McMahon wants to get back in the ring. God, I love Mr. McMahon. He has done everything right tonight. Velveteen Dream does have the finisher, but he does not have enough energy to hit that elbow. He's going to have to gain it, and perfect. A rest hold is exactly how you do that. This is the correct strategy if you're Velveteen Dream. He's got him in perfect position. Is he going? I was going to say he might be going for that elbow, but maybe not. An elbow to make sure he's down, perhaps. Yes. Going to the top. Velveteen Dream. Hitting the elbow. No good. Mr. McMahon gets out of the way. Oh, my goodness. Oh, gets slapped across the face for his trouble. Snapmare takeover. Turns him around. Oh, my lord. Mr. McMahon's about to hit the pedigree on Mr. Money in the Bank. Takes him down. It could be over. It could absolutely be over. Going for the pin and the win. No rope break. 1, 2, 3. Mr. McMahon's in the finals. Yo. Mr. McMahon has beaten 2 superstars who I did not think he was going to beat. I'm cheering for Mr. McMahon. I'm cheering. He's won me over. He has won me over tonight in T-Mode. Look at him. 74 years old. Making time his absolute bitch. Mr. McMahon. Power walk. Power walk, Mr. McMahon. Power walk, Mr. McMahon. There it is. Wow. Yo. If he wins the $1 Million Championship, he's getting new tights, he's getting a new attire, and on his shirt it's gonna be "Made Time My Bitch." That's exactly what it's gonna be. That'll be his new saying, his new slogan. Papa Shango, Mr. McMahon. Finals of the TMode tournament for a fantasy point. Again, people on YouTube, right? If you guys want a shot here, here's your finalists. Of course, you could always take the champion, Dash Wilder. Those points will not count if you're on YouTube, but on Twitch, hey, you want to take somebody, now's your chance. A fantasy point's coming your way.
In the championship tournament, making his way to the ring from parts unknown, weighing in at 330 pounds, Papa Shango.
Becky, my gal, says Linger in the chat. Been taking those steroids. Mr. McMahon? Yeah, probably. Probably, but it's working. It's working. It's working. Whatever he's doing, it is working. Papa Shango. He's had an interesting line tonight, too. Winning by countout over Ziggler, defeating Hogan. That's a pretty big event as well. I mean, I did not expect the finals tonight to be Mr. McMahon versus Shango. Did not expect that in the slightest.
And his opponent from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 257 pounds.
Wow.
Mr. McMahon.
I mean, I hate to keep bringing it up, but man, when you see successful people like Mr. McMahon, or like earlier today, I was watching some Hamilton at the White House videos, just hyping myself up slowly. It's probably the most hyped for a movie I've been since last year's Spider-Man, or even last year's like Endgame. Like I think last year's Spider-Man was more recent. I'm getting hyped, man, and just seeing successful people like Mr. McMahon, it's just like, man. The lyrics of Hamilton are just so great. Is Mr. McMahon gonna tap out to this? I mean, it looks like just he's just squeezing the face of Mr. McMahon. I'm getting hyped. I'm getting a little hyped over Cyberpunk. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting a little hyped over Cyberpunk. I'm hearing good things about it, and I'm just like, I wish I hadn't heard that, because now I want it. 1-2, no. McMahon with the kick out. Shango is very, very good at trying to get a quick, easy pin, right? That'll decrease the energy of Mr. McMahon. It's going to raise his momentum for sure, but it's also going to be harder every time to kick out. It's good ROI. It's good return on investment. Papa Shango might be looking for a top rope maneuver here. We've seen him do this a couple of times tonight, just because he likes to. Knee! Oh, he misses. He misses completely. He might have buckled his left knee there. Oh, Possum. Possum by Mr. McMahon used very well. And now he's in control. This is the finals for the TMode tournament. One man will go on to face. And I keep wanting to say Dax Harwood. That's not right. Dash Wilder. If I could change his name to the updated AEW name, I absolutely would. Same with Eric and Ivar. If I could change their names, I absolutely would. This game doesn't really let me do that. I mean, I guess I could mod it or whatever, right? But, or just get in a different, like, creative wrestler. But it's not what this. That's not what this universe mode's about. We want the original core superstar. Big headbutt. Mr. McMahon, again and again, we've been saying this all night. Papa Shango loves to get down and dirty on the outside of the ring, man. He uses the banister, he uses the steel post. Suplex takes him down. Elbow drop. We're at an 8 count. Papa Shango, we're at an 8 count. Papa Shango, we're at an 8 count. Thank you. He's gonna reset that count. What a proper gentleman. It is burrito night. We will be, as soon as we are done with WWE in the main event, we will be going to grab some burritos. Maybe watching a couple freak out comps and then finishing the night with some Spanish. I did take a nap, so I don't need to go to bed as early as I typically do. We'll see if my friends are still playing some games, and then we'll make a decision from there. If not, then we might stick around a little bit. And if we are, then we might hop off, go to bed, or we might hop off, go play with some friends. Who knows? Who knows what we'll do? It's up to what I'm going to call the conglomerate of Cindy. Wow, Mr. McMahon wins by count out over Papa Shango. And he's in the finals. I wasn't even paying attention to the count, but he wins. Wow. Mr. McMahon wins via count out, and I feel like that's justice against Papa Shango for what he's been doing all night, man. Mr. McMahon wins. He is in the finals. He is facing Dash Wilder for the $1 Million Championship. We're going to give him his star. Let's give him his star. Let's give him his star here. TMode question. Since you banned Gallagher and a few others, can we ban Ribby from TMode? He's banned. Yes, he's banned. I banned him. The big reason for me not allowing Superstars is because I was so effing sick of seeing Ribby get selected for T-Mode, and it just killed my vibe, and then it affected the way I commentated. Like, I could just feel how annoying he was being, and I can't stand it. So, like, yeah, it goes against the whole premise of my data collection, but then I went, you know what, I don't care. And Bailey 13 or Bailey 15 or whatever weird Bailey they want to have me use, it's like, I don't want them in there either. I should have just taken them out from the beginning. So, yeah, we're going to a more streamlined, more focused T-Mode where we're seeing these characters a little bit more often to kind of get, you know, some traction going with the storylines as well as the history, things like that. Yeah, Ribby's gone. Ribby's done. And not because he did anything wrong, it's just because he's awful and I don't want to see him. Right? That's it. That's it. And the same will happen to anyone else who I just don't want to see in a T-Mode tournament, or I've got nothing for him. Mr. McMahon versus Wilder. The only thing that would stop me from stopping somebody from being in a T-Mode tournament is if they were drafted. I allowed them to be drafted, and they get selected randomly. It's the only thing that would stop me. Here we go.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the $1 Million Championship.
Nice. Nice. Let's see what's trending real quick as Mr. McMahon makes his way down to the ring. Celebrity Deathmatch. Wait, hold up. Oh, I thought it was coming back to... I think it's just trending just because. Celebrity Deathmatch would be an awesome show to reboot. They're rebooting Beavis and Butthead. Yikes! Whoa! Did he attack from behind? What? Did he attack from behind? My first win in the tournament? Hey, I mean, you know what? I was gonna discontinue this as like a sub perk, but I mean, if you have a good suggestion for what title you want to see, and I can agree with it, I'm not going to say that you get full control, because I think we ended that officially on Monday, but if you give me a good suggestion, if Mr. McMahon wins tonight, then, well, I mean, he already won, but if you give me a good suggestion of what you want to see on Friday, what title you want to see defended, and if I agree with it, then we'll go with it. But we officially ended that sub-perk because we're revamping them for channel points. But if you have a really good suggestion and you can sway me, we'll see. I'm going to try to even out the title defenses a little bit, kind of like the UFC does, right? Where it's like, okay, you'll see this title once every like 3 months or so. Boom, 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 right? I kind of want to see that. Because I don't want to see somebody win a championship and just hold it and then never defend it, right? I don't want to see that. Mr. McMahon. He's doing the damn thing, man. Got me off of my phone. I was looking at some trending Twitter things, and Dash Wilder wanted to attack from behind. Dash Wilder, Miss McMahon, probably not on the best of terms right now. Wilder moving over to AEW in the real world because he wasn't happy with the way Vince was handling his character, and now Dash Wilder has a match at Fyter Fest Night 2 next Wednesday night. 8-man tag team matchup. And I can't wait to see that match. I'm a little hyped for Dash Wilder and his career over in AEW. We'll see how it works. Oh, big possum pin! Possum pin! 1, 2, these work sometimes. Oh, man. Whew. I always get nervous when those hit. Always get a little bit nervous. Mr. McMahon's gonna get that positive buff here. Dash Wilder gets back into the ring. He does have a signature. Clothesline takes down the 74-year-old TMode tournament winner. Mr. McMahon already has a fantasy point for that TMode tournament win. And now he's hoping to add another point and a TMode title to his resume. Elbow from the bottom, fighting upwards. Knee lift takes him down. Yeah, I'll for sure let you pick the arena. It'll be an NXT arena, but you can pick any arena. I can do that. That's fair, I think. Yeah. Also, you said you hope he wins. Didn't really pick him. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we didn't. We've kind of ended that sub perk. Not really ended it, but more delayed it, or we put it on the shelf for a bit. Code breaker here by Dash Wilder takes down Mr. McMahon. Mr. McMahon, is he done? Is it over? 1, 2, 3, just like that, gets beat, man. He had a great run, but Dash Wilder, just like Ali earlier in the tournament tonight, don't discount Dash Wilder. Look, he actually got busted open by Mr. McMahon. Defending his title, remember, you do not get a fantasy point for defending your title off of a pay-per-view, right? It's all about taking, earning, accruing, and Dash Wilder does not get a point for that. However, if he does get a match at a pay-per-view for the $1 million title and he wins, instead of earning 1 point for the title defense, he would earn 2. At the end of the season, if he's holding that title, instead of earning 1 point, he's going to earn 2. He is a superstar pickup in this fantasy game, and I don't know, I kind of want to see a main event. What are we on, NXT? Let's, you know what, right now, only because they had a crazy match, and I don't want to book it for Extreme Rules, I think we just finish this now. I think we finish it now. Thank you for the follow. Ice Formula. Vince did okay for an old guy. I mean, he had an epic run beating this tournament. Beating Rusev was amazing enough. Beating Velveteen Dream, after Dream so easily dispatched Roman Reigns, that's perfect. Shango, yeah, it's a little bit of an easier beat, especially with who Shango had to, how much he had to battle to get to those finals. But yeah, going up against a fresh Wilder who attacked from behind, you know, Wilder had some frustrations with Mr. McMahon that he wanted to get out of his head. That's a good title defense for Dash Wilder. Let's go to NXT. Let's bring it in. Welcome to the show, Ice Formula. And I'm gonna say, if you have a really good suggestion, Kalea, I will allow you to have a word, but you don't get full control. I'll let you choose the arena, though. I have no problem with letting you choose the arena. But it's got to be a Twitch arena. Hardcore title and show NXT. And a KO match. No. So, the show has to be a WCW show. Oh, you're right. Did I say NXT? Sorry, I meant WCW. It has to be a WCW show because that's the next show that we're doing. That's the next brand. Okay. Not a KO match. So, can I have a shout out, please? I've said your name twice. What? Ice Formula. There you go. Shouted you out. Welcome to the show. Yeah, so the hardcore title is actually already being defended that night. And I mean, which hardcore title do you mean? Johnny Gargano has this one. So this one's already being defended that night. He already has a scheduled match. So we can't do that one. I know people have been wanting a cruiserweight title. The spinner belt is, I mean, you could choose any of these that have not been defended. You could do a tag tournament. The Divas title is unowned. I'm going to say you cannot choose Bayley. Oh, the women's tag. Oh, yeah. We know who the women's tag title holders are. The reason I say look up here is I didn't want to... When I replace these two eventually, I just want to replace these two instead of these two as well, and then these two as well. It's just a lot of work. Mankind holds the U.S. title, right? I mean, you can go for Shawn Michaels. I think that's my guy, actually. Right? You could put my guy in a... Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You can put my champion at risk. You can put my champion at risk. Right? You can throw him into a TMode. That's a possibility. Let's, while we're here, let's go ahead and give Mr. McMahon his point. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. See, typing's super easy unless you have a cord blocking your fingers. That's how that works. Mr. McMahon gets his point. He is unowned, so... Oh, Clay, you are not a sub any longer, so let's go ahead and fix that. Boop, boop, boop. I'll give you Booker. There we go. So that's updated. All right, let's see. Divas title. Show WCW, so just the old school WCW. Divas title and WCW. Okay. Let's see. Divas title is unowned. Did we do a TMode tournament last week on SmackDown? No. I think that is A-okay. I think that's a pretty solid pick. I kind of want to fill these spots in, or you can throw people who've not been defending, right? So Sting had a TMode tournament last week, and then Bayley defended. So those are the two that I'd kind of shy away from and move over to some of these other superstars we don't see so much. But a Divas title to finish putting the women's division on the map, I think that's fine. I'm cool with that. Where's the women's over here? Oh, up. Okay. Yeah, it would finalize it. Let me quickly... I'll finish that. We'll do that Saturday as well. Whoops. That's what I wanted, actually. All right, and then for my main event tonight, because I'm not happy with that as a main event, well, you'll see. Divas Championship. This is on the SmackDown WCW brand, and WCW is the show. Did I miss it? I missed it. There it is. Match type. It's women's. We're going to leave it normal. Damage retention. Here we go. Okay, we need to check all of these superstars. So, Maryse is good to go. Maryse. Asuka getting another opportunity. Not only does she have an opportunity at the Tag Team Championships, but Asuka gets picked again. Charlotte Flair. This is Charlotte 15. We are just going to make this Charlotte. Natalya 16. We are going to just make this normal Natalya. Charlotte versus Natalya. I think these guys teamed up on Raw. I think Natalya came out and helped Charlotte. Now they have a first-round matchup against each other. That'll be interesting. Bayley versus Trish. I think this is a rematch. Is this not a rematch? This is champion versus champion. And didn't we say this was going to be for the title? Didn't we say we were going to have a title match with these two? I just want to make sure it's the Trish we know. I'm pretty sure we said that Trish is getting a SmackDown Women's title shot. We might just make that the match. I mean, it's a first round match. We might just make that the match. Nah. But we'll see what happens here. That's going to be interesting. Sonya Deville, daddy. Yes. I'm pumped for that. Going up against Lita. That is a solid pick, too. Divas Championship Gold Rush Tournament. Winner of this will be getting 2 fantasy points because it is an unowned championship. Asuka, of course, already owned. And I don't think anyone else is. So again, free agents, if you're looking for someone to pick, you've got plenty of choices on Friday. Of course, we will also be seeing Johnny Gargano defend the WCW Hardcore Championship against Unleashed Orton in an Extreme Rules matchup. Let's get to the main event. Let's finalize this. Get to the main event. Main event of the evening tonight, we are going to put inside of a steel cage. All right, inside of a steel cage, we're going to have Papa Shango. And we are going to have Dolph Ziggler. We're going to take entrances off for this one. And the arena, Ice, I mean, if you're still there, you want to choose an arena? This is going to be our main event of the night. I'm only going to give you like 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Oh no, did it? Oh no. My preview went away. But are we still streaming? Are we still streaming? It says we are. No dropped frames. Whew, I think we're still good. And then, I mean, anybody else, if you want to throw out an arena, you want to see this, it doesn't really much matter. We're not seeing many, arenas anyway, because there's going to be no entrance. I'm wondering if my stream died. I still see you. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, let's see. What do I want to do here? Papa Shango, Dolph. We don't want to do the pay-per-views. I'm talking things like Main Event, Winterfest, just the random one-off ones, the weird ones. Super Showdown, right? All of these we'll get to, I'm sure. What looks right? What looks right? High school gym? What do you guys think? Old SmackDown? No, we're going to use Old SmackDown for the SmackDown shows. And because this is a NXT show, I just kind of want to do one of these random weird one-off. The Mae Young Classic has a pretty solid one too. Mixed Match Challenge is good. I think I'm kind of settling on High School Gym for this main event tonight. Again, hey, YouTube people. This is what we do. This is what we do. Hop on over. Affect the show. Join in on the fun. Okay. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to High School Gym. That's where I want to go. Entrance off. Here we go. Cage match. Winner of this is going to get a singles title matchup of their choosing. So let's see. Now, these guys earlier tonight had a big brawl. They counted out, and then Papa Shango won by countout pretty quickly over Ziggler. So I didn't really feel like it was... There's pins allowed in this cage match. I didn't really feel like it was a very justified win for Papa Shango. He got his comeuppance in the finals against Mr. McMahon. So whatever, fine. And now, here we go. We will finally get some restitution here between these two. I was thinking about putting this at Extreme Rules, but I thought, you know what, if they're going to get a title opportunity, it just makes more sense for them to choose that title opportunity at Extreme Rules against a title of their choice. Just makes more sense to me. And because that main event between Dash Wilder and Mr. McMahon was so lackluster, we're gonna rock with this. I don't know what happened to my video preview. My video preview dipped. I can't see nothing. Nice suplex there. I want to thank everybody who's been watching on the YouTube, been here live at the Twitch show. I appreciate the support. And again, join in on the fun. Exclamation point commands on my Twitch channel will give you all of the commands that you would like to use. You'll find all the links in there. You'll find all of the roster spots available. We will update that every Saturday to have it shown in its correct order. But drafting is first come, first serve. Here goes Ziggler. climbing to the top. He's already got Papa Shango down to yellow bar. He's climbing. He's climbing. Papa Shango. He's going to have to drag him back over. Look at him. Ziggler keeps trying to run away. It ain't going to happen, friend. Look at him. Look at him. Papa Shango going to drag him back down. It's a rivalry matchup from earlier tonight. These guys had a first round match. Counted out. We had to restart it. Bashing his head on that steel. Look at him. He's woozy. And now he's going to try to climb. He's trying to get his feet. I mean, it's super hard when you've got those wrestling boots on to find your footing in this cage match. Papa Shango. Ziggler. Both sitting on the top of that. What is that? A 15-foot cage? 20 feet? Oh, Papa Shango gets dropped. Papa Shango gets dropped. Ziggler might be trying to escape here, and Papa Shango's going to get that comeuppance. He's got to be quick. He's got to be real quick. He does not escape. He does not escape. Look at him. He's got both feet on the other side. Oh, oh my. Oh my. Oh my. His leg. Ah! And the climb begins again. Hi, JL. Wow, okay. Playing this game would be almost impossible on computer keyboard. Look at him. He tried to get out again. Papa Shango says, Uh-oh. I think Ziggler has the advantage here. He's a little bit smaller. He's got a little bit more of a opportunity to be faster and escape the cage a little bit more quickly. Of course, power advantage goes Papa Shango. I mean, we saw him end Hollywood Hogan earlier tonight with a liver punch. Shot to the gut. And it was donezo for Hollywood Hogan. Papa Shango wins. I kind of want to see Hogan Shango at Extreme Rules for the Lord of Darkness Championship. If Ziggler wins, I don't know. I don't know what singles title he would go after. Papa Shango, look at him. He's trying to get out. He's trying to escape. Ziggler might not be able to catch him. It might be over. Oh, he catches him. He catches him. Brings him back. Black screen. I knew something was up. Hold up. You say black screen. Huh? What about now? It's fixed. Fixed. Let me reload this. Oh, nothing's black here? Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, alright. We're good. My preview was set. I mean, we've had so many issues tonight with the stream that I don't know, it's a little weird, so I'll just reset everything. I see it now. We look good. We're good. Ziggler's still trying to escape. He was close. He was close. I mean, I really like the additions they've made to these cage matches, but the AI needs to be worked on, right? It's so weird, WWE 2K. Like, they have really good ideas, but it's like the execution of these ideas are awful. I mean, you want to talk about like a one-star game. Like you can make better arguments that this is a one-star game as compared to like something like The Last of Us 2. Now that game is beautiful. Like the story might have been horribly presented, but I just don't think that is deserving of like a one-star review. It's silly. Back and forth these guys go. Papa Shango dropping Ziggler. This is his chance. He's got to get out of here. He's not going very fast. There we go. Halfway. He ain't going to make it this time. He ain't going to make it this time. Oh, maybe he will. Oh, no, he's not. That can be interrupted. We're learning. Yo, yo, yo. He kicks him. Whoa, whoa. I've never seen that animation. Papa Shango now might be winning this matchup. It's over. There's no way Papa Shango is going to win here. And I think we might be seeing Papa Shango versus Hollywood Hogan for the Lord of Darkness Championship at Extreme Rules Horror Show Wow, okay, that's a black screen. That's a black screen. That's not my fault. That's not my fault. That's the game. That Now I see a black screen. Kalalea was just seeing the future tonight, man. He called Mr. McMahon winning the tournament. And he's just called just now the is that Brooklyn Von Braun back there? And then he's called the black screen. So Kalalea, you've got the 5 brain tonight. Thank goodness. I think we're doing Papa Shango taking on Hollywood Hogan, Lord of Darkness Championship at Extreme Rules horror show. I think that's what we're gonna do. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. YouTube, we're done.